Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast ever. This is Creative Control with
Brendan
and
Michael
and today
in California.
Vacation. Nice. Today we're going to be doing our thing where we write stories and share them with each other. Today's topics are
Paladins and magical weapons.
Aw.
I remembered it this time. I forgot it so many times.
Yeah. So most of the story was written as not those two topics, and at the end it's just like post credits, Paladins and magical weapons. The end. Nailed it.
So the dragon enters the cave. What is going on here?
Doesn't matter. There's a paladin.
Are you starting your story in the middle of the story? Yes.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and flip the ceremonious
I
flames.
refer back to it later.
No, you don't.
In story. Alrighty. I'll pick because you always pick.
Yeah.
You want me to pick.
Well, I guess I'll have to flip before you pick. So go ahead.
5.
You got it.
Ooh. Who should go first?
Who should go first? It's your
Who
choice.
should go first? I'll go first.
You're gonna rock
because you went first last time.
Why don't we fucking flip a coin then? What's the point?
Because
it's just tradition at this point.
Exactly.
All right.
Are you ready for
I
this?
am ready for tits. Bum bum bum.
With paper that you may recognize.
Oh, nice.
Yes, indeed. All right, this is my story of paladins and magical weapons, which I've only read over half of it so far. So sorry for the mistakes. And this one's not as funny as the other stories. I just tried to put.
Let the fans decide.
Okay. This is
what's it called?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you the title at the end.
Oh shit!
Because I want everybody to be like, oh shit, exactly, right?
Oh shit!
May I proceed?
You may proceed, Balibouchier.
This is not a story you will read in your history books, because it didn't happen here. It happened in another realm called Westalia. Westalia is a magical realm all your fairy tales originate from.
Okay.
Westalia, it's 3 major exports: light magic, dark magic,
oh shit,
and 2003 3 Days Grace self-titled album. Pretty heavy. A dark evil has fallen upon Westalia. Something so sinister the king himself locks himself away in his chambers with his guards keeping watch. There is nothing I can do against Paladin. His power has gotten too strong. Oh shit. I am no match for him, the king says to his queen. The queen turns to the King Leonidas. That's it?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. If you give up, what hope do our people have to hold on to? You're telling them that they're all going to die.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking way to start on a heavy note, man.
The king looks out the window. Well, maybe that's a reality they will have to face. The king glances back at the queen, then focuses on the sky outside, which goes from day to night with rain and lightning.
Holy shit.
The king yells to the queen, "Go! Hide in the basement!" They have a castle. The king goes out the door and grabs a guard. "You make sure she gets to there safely. Other guard, you're with me." The king grabs his shield and sword and heads down the corridor.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. More guards show up to assist the king. While they're running down the hallway, a bolt of lightning strikes the ground in front of them, in which appears Paladin in a super cool black robe. Ha! This is the man you bring to fight me, your highness. Paladin throws up his arms, and a green lightning shoots from his hands, killing all the guards.
Holy shit! Green lightning? That's
Green
like above yellow, above blue. I think it's just basically like there's white lightning. It's like the tears of karate.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's green.
He's not black belt yet, but he's getting there.
Oh, imagine black lightning. You would never see it, dude.
I know. The king now stands alone holding his sword and shield bravely. Paladin, you were a poor student and a poor excuse of a man. Paladin, with a sour look on his face. You really should have taught yourself some sort of sorcery. At least then, you would have been able to protect your people. But you're just a stubborn old man. And soon a dead one.
Oh.
Then Paladin shoots lightning from his hands, the king defending it with his shield.
Oh, fuck! Dude!
Paladin then flicks his wrist, and the king's shield is thrown from his hands. Now the king is using his sword to defend the lightning attack.
Holy fuck!
But you can see on the king's face, he cannot take much more of this. The king then falls to his knees. Paladin stops his attack. Any final words, Leonidas? Says Paladin. Just do it. Come on. Kill me! The king shouts. As Valadin raises his hands for his final attack, a man smashes through the window and jumps in front of the king. Right when Valadin attacks, the unknown hero gets hit by the lightning and deflects off his pants.
His pants?
Valadin looks shocked. What? As the smoke clears, the mystery man lifts his head with a smirk. It's Patrick fucking Swayze.
Oh my god! Is this story called something with Roadhouse?
The king on the ground lifts his head. Patrick, you've come back. The king says. Patrick helps the king up. Yes, master, I've returned. Looks like I showed up right in time. Valadin looks pissed. Hey! We gonna fight? Or fuck? Or fuck fight, pussy? Says Valadin. Patrick looks back. Yeah, I think it's time to shut your mouth, says Swayze.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, and Swayze is wearing a tight black shirt and tight blue jeans. Yes, like in Roadhouse. And yeah, I'm calling him Swayze now. Valadin throws lightning bolts at Swayze. Swayze dodges every single one of them. Pew, pew, pew. He jumps in the air and knees Valadin in the face. Valadin lands on the ground. He roundhouse kicks Valadin in the face. And then Swayze goes for another roundhouse kick, but Valadin catches it.
Oh, fuck.
And Valadin smiles. Swayze shakes his head, like, nuh-uh, and punches Valadin in the stomach. Valadin falls to the ground. Valadin smiles and starts laughing. Swayze looks confused. He looks behind him. The king is laying on the ground. He was hit with a bolt of lightning.
Fuck.
Swayze runs to his side and props him up. The king holding his wound. Patrick, you have to save my kingdom from Valadin. You are my favorite student, and more of a son than my own. Fucking Todd.
Fucking Todd.
And just like that, the king of Westalia was dead. Swayze holding the dead king, just like Rocky 3 or Rocky 4. Swayze looks,
or Rocky 5.
Swayze looks back to Valadin. He's gone. Over here, princess, Valadin says, holding the queen.
Oh,
Looks like you were too slow to save either of them. And Valadin flies off. Swayze looks up. You bastard! Alright. Beat the bad guy. Save the queen. How hard could that be, right? Just like Mario. But then Swayze remembers when he was a lad that the king kept an armory hidden in his room. Swayze opens a hidden door. It's filled with swords, daggers, and rum. And armor.
More importantly, some armor.
But Swayze never was one for flash. But something did catch his eye. It was an even tighter, even bluer pair of magical jeans. Yes, magical jeans. That's what deflected the lightning. Patrick Swayze, baritone butt, slips into these magical jeans, close up and in slow-mo. Patrick Swayze arrives at Valadin's castle. It's super obvious. Like, you just take 2 rights and a left, and you're there. Swayze walks up to the front door. I'm just gonna go in, but it's rude to knock. What if it's locked? Then I have to knock. Fuck it, I'm opening the door. Then 2 goons grab Swayze, but then Swayze breaks the dude's arm out of the skin. Then Swayze roundhouse kicks the other dudes to death.
Fuck.
Roadhouse, bitch. Swayze heads into the castle. Then all you can hear is a loud rumble and smash through the side of the wall. A dragon appears.
What the
Swayze
fuck?
tilts his glasses. I'm a nice guy until it's time not to be nice. And then Patrick Swayze roundhouse kicks the dragon in the mouth. Slow motion, all his teeth are knocked out.
Nice.
The dragon collapses. And Swayze dusts himself off towards the camera. Ghost! Ghost! Swayze running up the stairs. Then a force hits him. And he flies back onto the bottom of the stairs. Swayze gets up, blood trickling from his lip. At the top of the stairs, Valadin stands with his arms out. Come at me, bro. In the corner, the princess is tied up. In the corner.
She's tied up in the corner, I got it.
Help! She screams. Nobody puts a princess in a corner.
Oh my god.
But she's actually a queen. I fucked that up, says Swayze. He runs and jumps, and Superman punches Valadin in the face. Valadin comes back with a right, then a left, and hits Swayze with a switch kick. That's when you like jump and throw this foot in the air, but then you kick him with that one. It's really cool. Google it.
Google it.
And then hits Swayze to the ground. I thought his favorite student would be better. See, Swayze, you might be his favorite student, but I was his best.
Fuck yeah.
Morty. Valadin then kicks Swayze on the ground and grabs him by his hair and pulls him up. And lightning throws him off the balcony onto the floor. Valadin takes off his robe and he's like wearing MMA shorts. And he's just shredded. Like the bad guy from Never Back Down. Like shredded, but like not too shredded. Like fit shredded.
Respectably shredded.
Yeah, like fight shredded. Patrick Swayze pulls himself off the floor and he recalls what his master told him. Ew, don't touch me. No, not that memory. Men don't make the pants. Pants make the man. Patrick Swayze then jumps in the air and punches Valadin over and over, and he looks him dead in the eyes. Game over. And Swayze kicks off Valadin's head, and then he bangs a queen and becomes the new king. All hail Swayze.
Oh, fuck. I want to take a stab at the title of your story before you tell me what it is.
Okay.
Is it called Dirty Dancing with the Roadhouse Ghosts?
No. That's a better title. Fuck, that's what it's called. Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Round Table. More like Roadhouse. Or no, Roundhouse, sorry.
More like Round Table?
Roundhouse. Or Round Table, more like Roundhouse.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. That was absolutely amazing. I just imagine like this like super like as he's putting like the tighter pants on, and it's just like a 7-minute scene of him like putting on pants from
That's what most of the story was. I had to edit it out for like legal purposes.
Holy fuck. Okay, I don't even have my story opened on my... Here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I forgot what I named my story. Oh my god, it's good. This story is called Enter Sandman, Marshall. It's a working title, fuck off. So, do you remember how your story started? I'm gonna go ahead and read my story. My boy, this is not a tale of treasure or glory. I'm not even joking, that's actually how it starts. Because your story was like, this is not a story that's in...
That's so way.
Non-meditated. Here we go. My boy, this is not a tale of treasure or glory. Boy, this is a story of war, a story of love and sadness. A tale where the men and women who embark on the voyage never return. Oh my god, Grandpa, said a young man with a backwards hat, and on that hat was backwards words, like race car, because you know that shit is hip. I'm so tired of hearing your super racist stories, the young man said. You snot-nosed smart-ass. What about my stories is racist, huh? Oh my god, where should I begin? The boy pulled out a list, literally 2 hands high. Fun note for all of you at home, horses are measured in hands. Some horse keepers may say, that horse is 10 hands high. Now you know.
I didn't know that.
The young man began to read. How about the part where you profile elves? The boy asked, with an increased influx. How about the part where you profile elves? What about the elves? The old man asked. How about how long their ears are, or how long their hair is, or how they shoot their little fairy bows? Ah, that's not fair, the old man retorts. They're always prancing around, rapping the you-know-what, limping the you-know-who. But they're so cute, though. Their fucking bows and the elves.
Probably got a couple screws up in their head loose.
Probably.
It's nothing worse than going on in your parents' bedroom.
The old man rambled on. You can't say that kind of stuff anymore. Elves have rights too, you know. Ah, fuck off. Why don't you go marry your little elves if you like them so much? Maybe I will, the young man said, and he did just that. He moved out to the country, met a nice elf, and settled down, and they lived happy in the countryside.
Ooh, that's nice.
One day, the happy couple adopted a little boy who would grow up to be quite the young man himself. Fucking Morty.
Is that the kid's name?
No. His dads were so supportive of him in anything he wanted to do. From a young age, Gorin knew he wanted to be a paladin. and defend a noble cause just like his father's. Gorwin also knew that he couldn't let his fathers pick the school for him. He needed to venture off and find his very own paladin school for himself, and find a school that would meet his needs.
Sexually.
Well, what else do paladins do?
Right.
So Gorwin packed his best armor, his best weapons, and 6 weeks' worth of allowance. That's right, it equals 69 shillings to be exact.
Ooh, that's a lot.
And then he was all set to leave home at the ripe old age of 37.
I'm getting there.
He walked for many days and many nights, called many earthworms, and lost a lot of fights. But boy, did Gorwin ever have the hottest earthworm collection in the land.
Sexy.
One day, after traveling a very long time, Gorwin heard a loud noise coming from the other side of a dune he was climbing. Did we mention he was in the desert? Yeah, that's a thing. After rushing up the dune, in a fit of panic, Gorwin sees an old man in a cloak fighting off some desert monsters with the quickest of ease. The old man then turns to Gorwin. Traveling these parts can be real dangerous, like for someone like you. Someone like me? Gorwin asked, almost confused. An elf boy, look at you. You got pointy ears and everything. Not to mention from the looks of you, you're on a quest to be a paladin, no? How did you know I'm going to be a paladin? Asked Gorwin. For Christ's sakes, boy, your gob says next best paladin. Oh.
Yeah.
Gorwin says. Well, yeah, I guess that's, I guess there's that. A couple of towns back, a villager mentioned there would be a wise man around these parts, but you're the first person I've seen in miles. The old man then looked at Gorwin like there was a hole in his head. Me! The old man is me! The old man then removed his cloak, revealing a shiny set of paladin armor, shining in bright, vibrant letters. In contest pait? Gorwin, not quite sure knowing what that meant, feeling a little stupid, he kept quiet. If you wish to follow me as a student, you will not be able to leave until you are done, or until I win that sweet, sweet trophy, the old man whispered. What was that? Asked Gorwin. Nothing. Repeat after me. There is no need to question my master. There is no need to question my master. For he is the one who reigns disaster. For he is the one who reigns disaster. The old man then pulled out a sick guitar in the shape of a hot chick's coochie. And kids, plug your ears. She wasn't wearing any panties.
Ew, gross.
The old man then looked to Gorwin. I want to go ahead and rock a few bars here. Try to follow up with me if you can. Gorwin then, for some reason, had a slightly smaller, less flashy guitar. It looked almost like a Nope, it was actually just a penis guitar. Yep, that's right, a penis guitar. He just stood there a little bit and hung out with his penis guitar, letting the old man shred it as he sang. All of the land, she gives me power. When I eat hot dogs every hour, I eat them for both breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When I eat hot dogs, I'm truly the winner. Then Gorwin...
You're actually sucking on a wiener.
Then Gorwin began to shred. All of the desert creatures were getting wet. It's not... We're getting wet in the loins. It wasn't a fair maiden, but it was a start.
It wasn't an iron one either.
Yes, boy. That's it. For an elf, you can sure shred, screamed the old man. Gorwin then began to shred as the words came to him naturally. There's only one thing that I can do. There's only one way that I can come through. I gotta keep my fingers stepping. Gotta eat this old man's magical weapon. Gorwin sang, yes, that's it, boy. Maybe a little less of the eating of my magic weapon, but yes, you have passed and you are now my pupil. Really? You mean it? No fooling? Said Gorwin excitedly. Yes, I mean it, the old man said. And just like that, Gorwin became a paladin. And of the House of the Old. No one ever told him he couldn't ride bikes ever again. The end. Post-credits! After years of training together, Gorwin finally decided to bring home the old man to meet his parents. As Gorwin opened the door, he walked in... filled with all kinds of nostalgia. Fathers! I have returned, and as a full-fledged paladin, too! The two dads then rushed down to hold Gorwin in their arms. It's good that you have come home, boy, his elven father said. I'm so proud of you, my son, his human father said. Then Gorwin finished his embrace with his fathers, then looked to them in the eyes. Fathers, I've brought someone home, my sensei, the man who helped me, the one who molded me into the paladin I am today. Just then the old man walked in the door and removed his cloak again for some reason, as both fathers looked at him. Dad? Yelled the human father. Tarry! Yelled the old man. Gorin is your son? There was a long second of silence. The old man then said, Ooh! Finn.
Very nice. Very nice. So that was his grandson?
Yeah, it was his grandson.
He taught him and he had no clue?
The racist old man at the beginning and his son. Then he had a son, and then he trained with his like the old man from the beginning.
The racist old man trained that guy's son.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it was actually his grandson, which is really funny. I wrote this story in 2 parts.
So he never even met his own grandson until then?
Never. Because
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, well, he didn't like his dad because he was like racist to elves, and he loved elves. But the best part is, I wrote this story in 2 parts. So when I wrote the first half of the story, I had got to the hot dog stuff. Originally, now that I'm remembering it after rereading it, they were going to enter a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, because that never got brought up.
I forgot about that. But yeah, post credits, enters a hot dog contest and wins a trophy.
What was the name again of the story?
Enter Sandman Marshall.
It literally makes no sense to
Doesn't
the
have
story.
to. All night long.
What was the magical weapon in your story? The guitars?
Yeah. No, it was, he sang of eating the old man magic weapon. It was his penis. It was the old man's penis.
Alright, well...
On that note.
I really hope everybody enjoyed it. Comment on what story you liked more.
Yeah, do it.
If you like Patrick Swayze, your old man's weapons, up to you. Eating them.
Eating them, beating them, streeting them.
Well, these 2 aliens gotta head back to outer space. Stay wise, young grasshopper.
And keep it clippy. Bye!
We gotta work on those fucking sign-off phrases.